Okay, subs, we're back. We're trying to break this down. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm friends with Fittest Flat Earther, and we've been speaking loads and trying to connect the dots. And if you check out his content, he is so good at connecting and piecing a lot of this together. And personally, I'm new to this, so I'm just trying my best to find as much information and see what I can piece together. But right now, I just want to throw at you like all the 88s that I keep seeing and finding. I think they are personally going to use the 88 as their time date for the 2030 agenda reset. Maybe the 8th for the 8th, 2030. I don't know. We're just trying to break all this down. So let's just think like, what if I told you that the number 88 is not just like a number? It's a signal, you know, a frequency, a code that's embedded into the very fabric of this world and all these world events. From ancient rituals to elite campaigns, this number has completely echoed across history. Looping, like, you know, the Ouroboros. Looping. It's a complete, continuous ritual. The serpent eating its own tail. You're about to see how deep I have actually gone with this. And this rabbit hole just keeps going further and further. And every single day, I keep finding more 88s. Let's start with the obvious 8.8 magnitude earthquake that has literally just shook the Pacific region near Russia. It's triggered tsunami alerts in Japan and US and surrounding places. It's in the same zone as military testing waters for Russia, including suspected Poseidon-class torpedo zones, you know. And just today, I've seen news that Donald Trump has just surrounded Russian seas also with nuclear submarines. But why the 88? Why not 87 or 9.0? Why 8.0? This isn't accidental. It's part of the ritual. Now, I've shown you all a lot of this before, but when the world trembles, the numbers speak louder than words. Now, obviously, the gematria coding is one of the most ancient codings from Hebrew numerology that the ancient people have used for years, and the elites absolutely love it. Now, Trump's code is literally 88, and Donald J. Trump is 888. This, once again, is not a coincidence. Just like the fact Trump has literally had 88 criminal charges against him. This, once again, is not a coincidence. And the list for the Donald Trump connectivity to the 88s is endless. Look what he even posted himself. Thank you very much. Working hard. 88% approved on the job approvals. What about the 88 reasons Trump is unfit to serve as president, according to an official Democrats resolution? Even the Donald Trump baseball is an official price of $88. I mean, when he was first elected on 9/11/2016, his voting number was Text Trump 88022. That's a digital invitation code, a ritual handshake in plain sight. There is honestly so many more, but for the sake of this video, we will save time. And if you want to see the rest of all the 88s, I have done plenty of videos about it on the subscriber only section, so go check it out. But they just don't hide this anymore. They repeat it because repetition is the real spell. We know that they love numerology and coding, and H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, and it has been commonly used for decades as Hail Hitler, you know, in common white supremacist coding. It's not a coincidence. It's tied to modern populism. The Trump's platform is laced with this number in campaigns, polls, propaganda, you know. We remember when Elon Musk accidentally mocked the Hitler salute, don't we, on the presidential podium in front of all the nations of the world. Was this a coincidence? Was this an accident? Or was this a wink or a warning, you know? Let me show you something that I just think connects all the dots. You see, now, when you realise that all the countries that have banned Freemasonry and the Western control of all the banks, they're the ones that we fear. Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi, Hitler, Putin, Iran. Saudi Arabia. These countries have all banned Freemasonry and tried to take back power to their land. And for some reason, in our world, they become evil dictators or enemies or people that we should fear. Now, if you've ever seen Fit as Flat Earther, Tyler, his content about how Trump might be Elvis, and this guy right here might have been Walt Disney and possibly Trump's father. It honestly makes sense when you see all the 88s and how, Elon Musk accidentally saluted to Hitler in front of all the people of the world. Now, this is Trump's dad, and he has a massive resemblance to Hitler just in the fact that he, worships the mustache, and he actually was a fan of Hitler. Now, look at his name, Frederick Christ Trump. I have made many videos showing you how Donald Trump literally symbolizes the Antichrist. Whether or not he is the Antichrist, he for sure worships it. He lives on the 66th floor of his 666-foot building that's got an inverted pyramid of 3 sides of 6 squares, which is in the architectural design of a spear, which is the biggest symbol for the Antichrist, because Jesus Christ was stabbed on the cross by a Roman in the chest with a spear. So, for his dad to have Christ in his name, when you think about it, Christ would birth the Antichrist. Now, not only does Trump's dad, look a bit like Hitler and actually is a fan of Hitler, he's actually named after their late cousin from Germany, a connection to Germany. He was a German-American businessman called Frederick Trump. His dad is called Frederick Christ Trump. There is a massive connection to this and their lineage. And this guy for sure doesn't make mistakes. He's literally planting microchips into human brains and sending people apparently to space, saving NASA. He literally saved NASA from space. This guy, apparently anyway, this guy doesn't make mistakes. This was intentional. Just check out this article from 1988, which was apparently the year that Donald Trump lost his mind, or maybe the year that he was taken over by the Antichrist. But ultimately this was the year of his peak of his wealth obsession and his occult ego trip. His Trump jets, Trump Tower, Trump Casino. It was all symbols of Babylon. And you all need to check out this movie. This is so symbolic. It's the follow of money based on political corruption and manipulation. And this is one to check out as well. This is predictive programming at its finest. Blackout from 1988. A memory erasure, trauma, and once again, manipulation. 1988 wasn't just a year, it was a mirror, a portal opened, and we've been living inside this ritual ever since. And one thing to note, that 88 is literally a mirrored number. You can mirror the number, and it still is 88. Now these are all thanks to Tyler, but look at this, the 88th episode of The Simpsons. It's literally about predictive breakdown of society through moral inversion. It's about riots and chaos. And Tyler is massively into the CrossFit Games. In 2025, this year, the 8th event is called Going Dark. These are not random names. This is symbolic foreshadowing of something huge. And how convenient to post a photo like this of an image from the Hubble back in 1996 that was 8,000 light years away, and look at the shape of it. This is symbolic and not a coincidence. Even a video I came across yesterday of the Tate brothers, I was just scrolling through my phone and I noticed the registration plates of their cars. These guys are a massive part of this new world order. I am still massively trying to piece all this together, but the 88 is not a coincidence. It's a digital fingerprint of the Great Deception, a spell cast through repetition, money, trauma, politics, entertainment and war. But once you see it, it sort of loses its power. But anyway, thank you for being here, and if you could add any information, it would be great. I love you all, beautiful subscribers, and don't forget, I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.